Hello Pisces, welcome to Lotus Heart Tarot. I'm so happy to have you joining me. We're going to dive right in. I'm actually going to start today with one of my new cards. I got some Rumi cards and I love Rumi, so I thought, gosh, what a good way to start today's reading. But also I like to start by thanking those of you who regularly watch, subscribe, like, share, comment. I really appreciate your support on the channel. And I'm just really happy to have you all here, and I'm very grateful. To those of you who just found the channel, welcome, welcome, all of you newbies. I am very happy to have you here, and I hope you find a message that is helpful and that resonates. But just keep in mind, it is a general reading, so take what resonates and leave the rest. All right, here we go. Spirit, can you please give us a Rumi message for Pisces, a Rumi message that's in Pisces, highest and best good. Rumi for Pisces, please. Pisces, you are actually getting a couple messages today. Whoa. Okay, Pisces. You're getting, if your beloved is a fire, step into the flames. Pisces, I'm telling you, a lot of you are coming into connection with a soulmate, or have already, recently found a soulmate, or maybe coming back again around to a soulmate. And honestly, wow, this is so powerful, because I was about to say, if that's not the case, go within and seek the barriers that exist within you. And you may think, I've already found them all, there is no more. Believe me, I have been on a quest to find all the barriers that lie within me. And I have thought that I have come to a place of completion many, many times. And many, many times I have been proven wrong. No matter how open we are, we can always open more. And there is a way always. And so it's interesting that your next quote is, the road to heaven lies within. The road to what you seek it is not outside of you. It isn't in magically finding the right person. It isn't in, changing society or down with the patriarchy or any of those things. It does truly lie within. And, all of the things that we are able to release, all the burdens that we are able to let go of, all of those things, they are blockages in our life. And the more we can free ourselves from those things, the freer we are to experience the things that we want to experience, the freer we are to open to all the things, all the limitlessness that life has. And a lot of times what you'll find is that those barriers are limiting beliefs. Like, do you really believe your person is out there? Do you really believe that you are going to experience a deep soul connection in this world? Do you really, 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 when you're alone by yourself, believe that you are worthy of it? That you are deserving of it? Because, it is within that we find all our answers. It is within that we find our way to what it is we are seeking. And then you have, don't let this world full of magic spells lure you away from love. This makes me feel so much like if you have bought into the lure of, like a narcissist or an avoidant or an anxious person who really was not ever able to deliver, and because of their wounds, when someone is wounded and they can't give to a connection, it causes us to overgive, to try to compensate. And what happens when we begin that process is we start shifting off our center. We start shifting away from our true self, our true authenticity for this connection. Because the only way that two people can exist in a relationship and have it remain balanced is that both people are actually, they know who they are and they are in their authenticity and they both want it and they're both contributing to it. It's that Three of Pentacles energy where we're sharing a vision, we're sharing a plan, and we're both collaborating. And in order to do that, we both have to have the ability to collaborate, to hold the vision, to make the plan, to bring it into life. And when you are avoidant, when you are anxious, when you are a narcissist, you don't have that. And so, the 3 is an imbalanced number, right? And so when you don't have that, it pulls you away from you. It shifts you off your center. It shifts you away from your plan. It shifts you away from collaborative efforts. It shifts you away from your vision for yourself. And it starts making you go, well, if I just do this, if I compensate in this way, if I give more, if I'm more understanding, if I then, and it's like, great, okay, you're capable of doing all those things. By all means, do all those things. The lesson that you will learn every single time is that you have to, in the end, return to yourself, right? Because you've gotten off track in there. And so with this quote that says, don't let this world full of magic spells lure you away from love. If you hold tight on your path, if you hold tight on your vision, if you hold tight for someone who is capable of the collaboration, who is capable of reflecting back to you what you are capable of reflecting out into the world, it will come. But when you start going off on every tangent trying to make it work with someone who cannot make it work for themselves, it will pull you away from the course, the path to love. And it will give you more burdens that you have to release because they have become blockages within you. And so there's a heavy cost, a heavy price to pay when we say to ourselves, when we abandon ourselves essentially and say to ourselves, I can't, or I'm going to follow this path even though I know this person is wounded, or even though I know this person can't show up the way they are. And I'm going to see the potential in them, and I'm going to hope that by me loving them and by me showing them all this unconditionality and all this generosity, they'll come. Now, what happens is we overcompensate, we overgive. That person doesn't have to grow anymore because they've got someone who's making up the difference and probably doing a lot of their emotional processing for them that they're not capable of doing, right, through projection. And we rob them of their opportunity to grow. We rob them of their opportunity to learn the lesson that they would learn if we weren't there to overcompensate for them. So it isn't kind to us, and it truly is not kind to them. And that's where we go with this. Undo the tangled knots of your thoughts to reveal paradise. When we get in those relationships that really, really, really cause us to feel confused and to kind of go down wormholes and make excuses or justify or, kind of abandon ourselves. Our mind is such a powerful, powerful thing, but we have the opportunity to control it. We have the opportunity to say, hey, this thought isn't going to serve my highest and best. And maybe there is some truth in it, or maybe there is, the desire to go down the path because it feels so normal. It feels so natural. It feels like something that I've been doing all my life, like a cozy pair of jeans, like, this is what I do. I go down this path. The world card is where we make a different decision. The world card is paradise. The world card is the experience of being one with all that is. So when we open up to the universe and the not need to control, but the need to trust and to be vulnerable, she's naked in that card. There's a red scarf around her denoting, you know, fate. The laurel wreath around her is talking about, you know, the victory and success of completion, of making the different choice, of holding out for what we know we deserve, holding out for a partner who is capable of showing up for us, holding out for someone who is able to join you in the world card energy and become one with all that is, because they're also making healthy choices. When we have to justify, when we have to think it through, when we feel confused, when we're going down wormholes, because now they've become comfortable, because now it's become our person, you know, because now it's become our safe place to go, or our bright spot in an otherwise kind of gloomy, dark place. We're denying ourselves the chance to reveal paradise. All right, so you definitely have an opportunity coming in with someone. I can feel that very strongly. It's been coming out for quite a while for you. So let's see what the cards reveal today. What's up with Pisces? What can you show us about Pisces? Where are they going? What's important? What message are we going to talk about today for Pisces? Oh, wow. Pisces, you are so being asked to trust the universe at this time. To trust fate. That it's taking you to a place that you really want to go. Man, oh man, oh man. It seems like some manifestation is definitely coming true. And that all that will be left at the end of this cycle is to just be happy. To just experience your present moments that are full of bliss. You've got Journey by Moonlight that says believe in magic. You've got Discovering Truth. You stand in the light of truth. This is very much those Rumi quotes that say, you know, hold on for what you know you deserve. Don't compromise and say, I can make this work, or I can see the potential of the situation, so it is enough. And when I say these things to you, I'm in no way trying to give you advice or tell you how to live your life. I am just literally offering you the energy that I'm feeling. You take it or leave it, you know, do what resonates. And I'll tell you the thing that I told my best friend, which is, you know, I'm going to tell my best friend the best thing that I have to offer. She was in a relationship for 2 years with a guy who wouldn't be seen in public with her. And she's adorable. She was a cheerleader. She's a little blonde Florida girl. She's adorable. I love her. And he wouldn't be seen in public with her. And for what reason? We have no idea. But anyway, all of our friends were like, get rid of this guy, get rid of this guy. This guy is just, and you know, you deserve so much better than that, because she's a really phenomenal person. She's smart, she's fun, she's funny, she's passionate about life. She's an amazing mother, an amazing friend. She will walk the hard path with you every single time. She will not abandon you. And we're like, you deserve so much more than this. And, she just couldn't let go. And so I remember it was Thanksgiving quite a few years ago, and she looked at me and she was like, do you think I'm crazy? Do you think I should let him go? And I looked at her and I said, listen, only you know when it is time for you to let go of something. You can't listen to somebody else. You've got to make your decisions for yourself. You've got to know for yourself. And if there's a part of you that wants to continue to hold on to this, then maybe you need to hold on to it, because you don't want to have the regret of holding on too long, but you also don't want to have the regret of feeling like you let go before you were ready. And there's this feeling of, well, what if I would have waited just 5 more minutes? You know, maybe he would have shown up then. I will tell you that she ended up coming to the place naturally on her own of letting him go. He immediately got in a serious relationship that he was seen in public with this girl for, you know, for a while. She actually ended up breaking up with him. And my friend is now moved on to another relationship. But I have said to her, you know, do you regret it? Like, even now knowing the way that it went? And she was like, no. And I find this a lot, is that, you know, things serve a purpose for us in our life. And if we're not ready for something, or if, you know, sometimes we're holding on to something because really what we're doing is we're still on a healing path, and we just don't need to be in a relationship. So holding on to an avoidant person, or holding on to an absentee person, or someone's ghost, it can actually provide us a space of healing where we are kind of not really concentrated on the healing and feeling like, oh yeah, man, all day, every day is like hard, heavy labor of healing, you know. And it can give us a place to sort of like put our focus or put our energy that isn't really requiring us to open up or push ourselves beyond our means at this time. But I mean, I look at my friend, and I feel like when she finally got to the place that she was really ready for someone who was going to show up for her, you know, she was able to really just let it go like that. And I'm not saying that's the only reason you'd be holding on to somebody, or, you know, I'm definitely not saying that. But I am saying that all I can tell you is the energy that I'm reading, or that I'm getting here, and that I'm picking up on, and that I seriously encourage you to listen to all tarot card readings through your own intuition, and take the messages that resonate for you, how they resonate for you, and understand that there are a million alternate perspectives, and that no one knows more about life than you do, and certainly no one knows more about your life than you do. And that it's just really important for you to make your own choices, because ultimately at the end of the day, you're the one that has to live with them. So don't let anything that I say or any other tarot card reader says, you know, take you off the path that you feel guided to and passionate about. In fact, this card even says you stand in the light of truth. That's your truth. As long as you are true to yourself, as long as you stand on your pillar of consciousness and you don't abandon yourself, you will eventually get to where you're supposed to be, you know. And actually you are where you're supposed to be right now. But like that path of just holding on to your truth, focusing on yourself, focusing on what you want, manifesting your highest and best, that is going to take you where you need to go. And when you believe and you trust and you have faith in the magic of the universe and the limitless nature of the universe, it will help you stay that course. And it will reveal tiny miracles all the time. I mean, you guys see it on my tarot card desk all the time. Like, I'll say to you, man, this feels like the Eight of Swords, and then boom, the Eight of Swords falls out. Or I'll say, man, this is the message I'm getting from cards that really don't say that. You know, it's just intuitive, and it's showing me how those cards say that, right? I'm definitely getting the message from those cards, but those cards have different words on them. And then boom, it's like the very next card that comes out literally says it. You know, those to me are daily miracles that show us just how connected we really are to our highest and best self, our intuition. You are too. It's not just me. We all are. We are all the same. We are all far more the same than we are different. I don't know what all this is about. I don't know where are these messages. This is like, I mean, I'm just getting it like that too. So I don't know. But, you know, there is this energy of, with this infinite abundance in faraway places. I don't know why I feel like laughing here, but because it's so close, Pisces. Oh my God, it's so close. If you knew how close it was, you would be laughing too. I feel like for a lot of you, it feels far away. It feels like something that may or may not be reachable. And it's like right at the tip of your fingertips. Like, that's what I'm being shown. So I don't know, you take it or leave it. But it says, get ready for a new horizon. Abundance is pouring into your life. It's right there. Everything that you are seeking is seeking you. You know, what you are manifesting is coming in. I'm being so guided to this pole here, which, you know, this energy of this pole right here is the energy of calling things down from the ethers into reality, right? We have 4 of those poles on the 4 of Wands, right? And then you have navigating by the stars. When you open up to your own limitlessness, you'll be following your bliss. You'll be in a place of just only strictly trying to stay in the present moment, staying on task, staying in the bliss, the energy of bliss, staying in the energy of happiness. That is an abundant life, right? And it's right there. It's literally right there, Pisces, literally. And then you have this tread thoughtfully on the bottom of the deck. This is telling me, like, stay away from the confusion, stay away from those mentally created obstacles and difficulties and things that have to be overcome. Like, focus on what grows in your life. Focus on what is actually appearing and what is actually, you know, blooming and blossoming and growing in your life, and tend to it. Feed it, fuel it, water it, believe in it. Give it everything that you have. It will take over the entire space. And it can happen even in a seemingly impossible situation. How is that tree growing there? In all that confusion and all that obstacle and all that problem and all that to overcome. How's that tree growing there? Okay, Pisces, you definitely have, oh, Pisces, you have somebody who's going to show up for you consistently in real life. Cannot get her off my mind. I desire her so bad. Chemistry, spark, attracted. Long, long phone calls into the night. Love the sound of your voice. Okay. Pisces, some of you, oh, wow. Some of you have a new person, some of you have a past person, and some of you have both. I'm really gonna say, I'm feeling it very strongly. I think for a lot of you, you have both. I'm not even gonna lie. But there's one person that leaves you in a state of confusion and makes you feel like everything is a difficulty with a lot of obstacles to overcome. And one person, it just grows out of seemingly nothing. I'm getting that so strongly, Pisces. Holy crap. You have, okay, so I already read you this energy, and this feels, I have butterflies in my stomach even touching these cards. It feels like something that's just sort of happening, you know. It doesn't feel like it takes a lot of effort. It doesn't feel like it just feels like it's kind of happening. And then you have this blocked, ghosted, no contact, what is going on? And then you have the baby news, excited, blessed, and then you have explore each other, mind, body, and soul. So it's telling me there is the potential for something new with a past person that you may be cut off from. It may also be a reference to this person where everything is going really well, and then suddenly it feels like there is an absence here because you're texting and calling every day, and then maybe your phone just stops going, right? But it feels like there's a new beginning where there's a deepening level of connection. This is making me feel like, you know, somebody needs a moment to catch up with what's happening here. It's like it's growing out of nothing. It's like this person may be a bit barren or feel a bit barren or absent of stuff to feed this with, or, you know, they just may not feel totally equipped for this. But then I think it's like they may take a time out and then sort of realize, no, I actually am. I'm just going to let nature take its course. I don't have to make anything happen. I don't have to carry this burden. I don't have to, like, because of who I'm with or how this feels or how it's already been happening. All of this is leading to a very deep connection. I really want to know all about you. Wow. Someone is showing up consistently. It's like this tree is growing out of consistency. It's growing because the sun is shining every day. It's growing because it wants to. It's growing because the universe is conspiring for it to be so. I don't even know how else to say it, but that's definitely what I'm getting. All right, let's see. Well, somebody wants a family, and it could be you or it could be both of you. Wow. Oh my gosh. Oh my God, Pisces, look at these cards. There's a lot of yucky energies. I don't want to say yucky, but hard energies, challenging energies in this deck. And when I look at what you got, I'm just like, whew. This Shallow, I'm actually getting that song Shallow, Lady Gaga, and is it Bradley Cooper or somebody? Actually, I'm getting a mashup between Shallow and that song. I heard it the other day too. It's like, it's from The Greatest Showman. Somebody put it in the comments. See beneath your beautiful tonight. Wow. It's like both songs kind of overlaying each other here. Someone is feeling like they don't have what it takes to contribute to this. They're feeling inadequate. It's not true. It's like, wow, it's like someone who has had to really shoulder the responsibility in all of their relationships and all their connections, and it sort of just left them empty. It's like someone who has had to really overgive or overcompensate to make something work. And this could just be that they've gotten out of a really long-term relationship or something where they just feel barren. They just feel like, I don't have it in me to give. Or they have, actually what I'm getting is this is subconscious. They've been telling themselves this. Like every day I'm getting this energy of like waking up and being like, I just don't have it in me to give anymore. I just don't have it in me. And they've like programmed their subconscious to sort of believe that. Somebody really took from this person. I feel like this person also has never, I'm getting like yin yang, they've never experienced a balanced connection. They've only experienced connections that have been extremely draining. Even though this says divine masculine, this could be a mirrored energy. It could also be where it's like this person has programmed themselves subconsciously to the point where they're not actually even able to see themselves as the divine masculine, as someone that actually does have all the tools and all the answers. And that Rumi card of like, it lies within. It's like, you know, it's not about your output. It's not about what you have to give. It's about what you're made of. And you are made of that. No matter what, you're made of that, you know? And that is divinity. And that is, you know, stardust. That is, you know, God created us in his likeness. And so he didn't make any junk. Like, there's no trash out there. And no one can take that from you. No one can take that from you. Not ever, not under any circumstance. You can give it away. You can give your power away to somebody. But nobody can take it unless you're willing to give it. And you can always take it back. It is your birthright. somebody here really wants a family. They really want a place to belong. They really want, for some of you, it feels as though this person feels as though they didn't really have a family, or there was some kind of lack there. Like maybe they were an only child and they want to have like a huge family. Maybe they were adopted and they just want to know what it's like to look in the eyes of someone blood related to them. Maybe it's that they really had absentee people in their life and they want to really be able to show up for somebody. It feels as though there is a deep burning desire within this person to have this. I feel like this person is working through whatever this is that may have caused them to take some kind of break or to step back a little bit. And or even if they didn't step back, they may not have been giving fully to the situation, or they have been doing their best, but they don't know what they're capable of. I just keep getting that. They just don't know what they're capable of. With a bluff on the bottom of the deck, it's kind of like I feel like this person may be saying, you know, I don't really have strong feelings, or it's not even that they're saying it. They may even just be telling themselves that. And it also feels like this subconscious programming. It's like, you know, we can say mantras with intention, right? I am worthy. You know, I am, you know, I am loving awareness. That's Ram Dass's. You know, we can intentionally program our subconscious using mantras. It's a very, very, very powerful tool. If you're struggling with something like self-esteem or, you know, feeling worthy, I highly recommend mantras. It's a great place to start where you can really like do something productive, where you can say, okay, I'm doing the best I can. You know, you can really look at it and be like, I've done this 30 days in a row. You know what I mean? And if you don't know the words to choose to say to yourself and you just need some help, that's okay too. On YouTube, there are plenty of people that will do a meditation. You can just listen to it while you fall asleep at night. That's the most powerful time. Or when you first open your eyes in the morning. And it's just a bunch of I am statements. So find one that feels like it relates or resonates to you and just plug it in and listen to it and watch the miracle of transformation happen in your life. I mean, honestly, you can, if there is one that really resonates with you, you can set an alarm on your phone to go off, you know, every hour, and it just reminds you to tell yourself that affirmation. You can put it on the mirror in your bathroom and a little post-it note, or put it in your car, you know, put it on your refrigerator. So every time you see it, you say the affirmation. You know, I don't know why we're going over that, but there you go. Because this person, there is someone that is definitely meant for you. And I feel like the challenge, or I don't know, I'm getting both the challenge and the goal is intimacy, is being able to open up to something that you both really, 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 really desire. Here, and to just sort of let it burn wide open, to just sort of let it take a life of its own, to fuel the fire with this desire that you have to have it, and to see what happens with it. But what's happening here is, what's being established is that there is something happening where it's like, I can only see you as my person. There's like a real dedication that's happening. This may be, you know, if you are helping a divine masculine through, I don't know, maybe that could be the reference to that movie. I can't remember what it was, with Lady Gaga and Bradley Cooper, A Star is Born, maybe, where she was really trying to support this really broken man. And she had his absolute devotion, you know. I don't know. I don't want to say for sure, because, you know, some of that stuff is pretty toxic and I don't encourage that stuff on my channel, but you got to make your own decisions for you, and you got to know what this stuff means for you. You know, I can only read the cards, and with general energies, it's like, you know, If you want to know your particular situation, you can get a private reading from me at elysianlotus.com. I usually don't say things like that in my readings, so I don't know. Here we go. For Pisces, what is this about, Spirit? What is this about? You got something coming together. It is something that you really, 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 really want, or it's something that this person really wants. Right. But we have to release everything that isn't in alignment with it. We have to let go of the mask. We have to let go of, we have to be in our authenticity to kind of come into this energy of temperance. You have the Queen of Wands on the bottom of the deck. And I feel like this is your energy, Pisces, even though it's the Queen of Wands. It's like, I'm not chasing, I'm attracting. I'm open to it. I'm calling it in. Intuitively, I know that maybe you have already met your person and you know this person is the one. Or maybe you have met someone where it feels like, yeah, you know, I feel really connected to this person and I'm going to see where it goes. Who knows? Or it can't even be that you haven't met anyone. You just intuitively have this feeling that you're going to. With the Seven of Swords in reverse, this is just, I have to release every single thing that's not in alignment with my coming together with this situation. And, you know, with the swords, it's our thoughts a lot of times. You know, it's what we're telling ourselves. And that's definitely a heavy message that's coming out here tonight. Or today, this morning. Good Lord. My back is feeling better. But, yeah, it's been a real, like, whew, moment. And then you have the Star card and the Two of Pentacles. And this is like when everything that you have ever wanted is right in front of you. And the Two of Pentacles for me, right, is the card of that choice we make between love and fear. What is going to win? Are we going to be brave? Are we going to choose love? Are we going to choose hope and optimism? Are we going to choose the healing path? Or are we going to say, not right now? You know, I am a little too scared. I am a little too broken. I am a little too... fragile is the word I'm getting. But what I'm getting is either way, either choice you make, it's the path to healing. It's the path to hope and optimism. It's the path to wish fulfillment. All roads are leading you home, Pisces. All roads are leading you to your wish fulfillment. All roads are leading you to abundance. You're in the energy of the Queen of Wands. You're attracting exactly what you need. It's either a lesson or it's a lifetime. You're attracting what you need to you in order to open up to that limitlessness, in order to open up to that abundance that's trying to come in, that bliss. So it's like either we have done the work to let go of everything that isn't authentic to us, every belief, every thought, everything that we're telling ourselves that is not in alignment with our wish fulfillment, so that we can come together with our person or and experience this wish fulfillment. Or we're going to choose fear and we're going to get what we need to release this once and for all. Oh, wow. Jesus. Woo! There's the Three of Pentacles coming through big time in the beginning of this reading. Pisces. Your choices really matter at this time. Your choices are a reflection of where you're at mentally. You see how she's got that sword right there in her hand, and it's on the Seven of Swords in reverse. When a sword is pointed upright, it is the truth, it is the way, it is success, it is victory, it is complete clarity. This justice really feels like she's holding a boundary. Like she's like, you will not get past here. I have standards. I know what I need. I need equality. I need reciprocity. I need something that's balanced. You're not going to get past here with me if you can't offer that to me. Because I am in a place where I am demanding success, and I actually know what has to be in order for there to be success. And that is an equal, even, balance coming together with another person a little bit at a time, organically. Not you have it your way and I conform to you. Not I give more than you. Not you do the best you can and I'll make up the difference. Not any of those things. It's fair, it's balanced, it's equitable. That's what leads to success. Me holding a strong boundary, me knowing my worth, me knowing my value, me understanding karma, me understanding soul contracts. You know, that just because I feel a soulmate connection with you does not mean that I'm supposed to go way the hell out of my way to make it work. Woo! Pisces. Your choices matter right now. Really matter. They're a reflection of where you're at. Look at your choices if you want to know where you're at. With the Two of Pentacles, the Star card, and the High Priestess, this is talking about your intuition, tapping into your highest and best, really being brave here, and trusting yourself, trusting your own deep knowing. Don't question yourself. Don't second guess yourself. Don't take one step forward and 2 steps back. This is like, I'm taking the time to connect with my intuition for every decision that I'm making in regards to this wish fulfillment that is probably in front of me or closer to me than I can even really realize. 3 of Pentacles. This is that energy I was telling you about, where it's like we have to be able to hold a vision, we have to be able to hold a plan, and we have to be able to collaborate. And if there isn't someone available to collaborate with, by all means, do it yourself. Get where you can get on your own for yourself. Get yourself to the most stable, solid place you can get. But by all means, have a vision, have a plan, and put in the work, put in the effort for yourself. Don't chase things that are not meant for you. Call what you want to you. And hold your vision. Hold your vision. Oh, shit. Oh! The opportunity for success and victory is coming. You're getting some kind of recognition. Someone is seeing you. I'm going to clarify this 3 of Swords in reverse. But the message that I'm getting from it, no, Baba. Bubby, it's okay. The message to whomever said to me yesterday that my dog ruined the reading, go find a different reader. Okay. The 3 of Swords in reverse is giving me this vibe of, you know, with the 3 of Swords, the heart is intact. The problem with this energy are the swords that are going through it. Once we make it through the heartbreak, once we make it through the moment that it's happening, we have the opportunity to begin to release it. But what happens is a lot of times we start telling ourselves stories about it. We can't let it go. And a lot of times this is actually our ego. And it's our ego that doesn't want to be rejected. It's our ego that doesn't want to be hurt or accept pain or accept rejection. It's our ego that needs to feel vindicated or relieved. And sometimes that can be, well, I'll get back together with that person. I'll get that person back, and that will negate the rejection. And no, you're not consciously thinking that. But that's kind of the ego's response, right? And so we tell ourselves a bunch of stories about things. And it's not just that, but, there's also just this need to make sense out of things that sometimes don't make sense. The sense is that it could be that this person was not actually meant for you, even though it felt that way. It can be that it wasn't the right time. It can be that this person had unhealed wounds that they projected onto you, and it had absolutely nothing to do with you whatsoever. That's really frequently the reason. And you're not going to make sense out of that. You're not going to think that into logic. The only thing you can do is come to a place of acceptance with it, that there was nothing else you could have done, that you cannot control another person, that you cannot heal another person, that there were no magic words you could have said. There was nothing that you could have or should have done differently. You did the best that you could, and this is the result. And all you can do is say, okay, I accept that this happened and that it has served a purpose in my life, and that if I seek the gift in it, if I seek the understanding or the deeper level of wisdom that can come from this experience, I'll find it. And that maybe that is the purpose, and I can take comfort in that. But with the Three of Swords in reverse here, we have moved beyond this place. We are no longer telling ourselves stories about past hurts or past wounds. We are really open and available for something new to come in, because we're not still focused so much on a past situation. And that's exactly when it comes in. Ace of Wands, Six of Wands. Someone is noticing that you've done the work to heal, or that you are healed, that you are in a good space in your life. They're looking at you like you are an Ace of Wands. There's a lot of chemistry, a lot of attraction with the Ace of Wands and the Six of Wands. It's like you've really turned somebody's head. They want to have success and victory with you. They believe it may be possible here. Wow. You do have 2 threes here. For some of you, there may have been a situation with the third party. It's interesting because there's like 3 ships, 3 wands, 3 swords here. And it's kind of giving me this sense of, it may actually have been that someone triangulated you with another person, but it can also be this energy of the ghosts of the past, of being ready to fully let go of the ghosts of the past, and to really focus forward on what's coming and where we're going and what we want to create in front of us, not behind us. Turning our back on it. It may even be that you have turned your back on something and that these are all prospects in front of you. These are all people, these three ships. It's like these three ships are really calling my attention right here. It's like there may be multiple people coming towards you, or you may feel that energy, or you may just be looking to the future, trusting that the universe is going to bring these opportunities to you. You may be waiting for the opportunity. Pisces, this Ace of Wands is being clarified by the Eight of Cups. This is walking away from the things that no longer serve us so that we can walk toward our wish fulfillment, that Star card. This is the beginning of that. This is the thing that says, okay, you have walked away from that which does not serve you. That is reflected in the decisions that you're making. So here we are presenting you with this opportunity to have something that you really do desire. With the Two of Swords, there's kind of this energy of like that pause, you know, we had here. It's like blocked, ghosted, no contact, what's going on? For some of you, it may be that it came to a decision point, or it came to a place where someone needed to like step up and be able to go after what they wanted, and they just felt they were not ready. They felt very confused. They kind of shut down. They sort of may have blocked things. This is a minor arcana. I would really expect for this to change, especially because the King of Wands comes next, where it's like, this actually is a process of this person becoming more sure about what they want and being ready to actually take action on it and actually make that choice and make that decision. With the Six of Swords and the Six of Wands, you're coming into harmony with something and someone. And it feels like with the Six of Wands, someone may have to just sort of get their mind in the right space for it. Come to a place of peace and acceptance with it. You have the Sun, Death, the King of Swords, and the Queen of Wands. Man. Wow. There is some kind of ending here that is bringing in some kind of beginning here. And it's clear. And it's part of a healing path. And it's also part of coming into alignment for someone. I keep getting this desire is leading the way. It's like someone may be really attracted to someone. And it's like, you know how sometimes you're like really attracted to something and you're like, I don't know why, I just love this. I particularly mainly associate this with like purses, shoes, outfits. So it's like, this shirt is sort of weird, but like, I don't know, I love it. There's something about it that I just like love. You know what I mean? And it's like, it feels almost as though this desire is leading this person to some kind of transformation or some kind of completion. It's like without this catalyst, this person might just stay in this energy of, you know, letting the ghosts of the past sort of keep them in this like state of being a shell of who they really are, who they're really capable of being, limiting themselves with their thoughts, not coming into alignment with their truth. It's a long, drawn-out, difficult ending, and part of the problem here is that this person is willingly, and not maybe willingly because it may not be conscious, but they're making it harder than it needs to be. They either held on too long, Or they're giving this person too much power in their life and it's really draining them and keeping them stuck in an ending, like drawing out a painful ending. It's making them feel like they don't have what they need to give to a situation. When they do, they're completely intact. And in this Ten of Swords, those swords aren't even going through them. They're just laying on top of them. But it's how they envision themselves. It's how they're seeing themselves. So if you just focus on you, if this is your story, Pisces, and you feel this energy, if you just keep focusing on you, you're going to be fine. Because the desire for the situation is what pulls this person through. It's not anything that you say or do. You don't say or do anything. You just focus on yourself. Manifesting, trusting in what you know. There is so much clarity here between the Ace of Swords and the Sun. And even the Six of Swords. You know, it's just this energy of like, when you see the truth, when you accept the truth, when you allow the truth to just be the truth without any need to complicate it or figure that out on a deeper level, you just say, okay, you know what? This is my deep inner knowing. This is what I believe. This is my truth. There's no confusion. There's nothing draining. There's nothing pulling you back or preventing you from being your best self. This is a situation, wow, holy, did I say the desire is pulling this person through? It's not just the desire for you, Pisces. It's the desire for this person to have the Ten of Cups. It is definitely the desire for this person to come together completely with someone in a healthy, balanced way. And they see that potential here. It's causing someone to mature into the ability to handle their own emotion, process their own emotion, which is what is going to create equality in this connection, which is what is going to create the balance in this Justice card. And the balance in the Chariot card. We've got Leo, Scorpio, Libra, Cancer, Sagittarius. There's a lot happening for someone beneath the scene. It's like there's a lot happening here. There's transformation. This person is literally thinking about you, Pisces, and wanting you. There's a very strong energy of desire. Ace of Wands, Six of Wands, Queen of Wands twice. There's a very strong energy of desire here. Physical desire, yes, but also the desire to have the fulfillment of one's wishes. And it requires emotional connection with another person, and you're the only person they've seen this with, or that they've experienced that kind of happiness that they're looking for. That equally matched, that I'm not carrying you and I'm not leaning on you and relying on you. That we can walk next to each other on this path successfully because we want the same thing. We're sharing that vision, we're sharing that plan, and we're collaborating equally. It's maintaining its balance as we move it forward towards success. I think I'm going to wrap it up right there, Pisces. Let me get you some messages. Wherever you are on this journey, you know, stay focused on yourself until you get to this point. That's all I can say, because this person needs to learn how to manage their own emotion. This is happening for a reason. If you're dealing with a water sign, I'm trying to think of what I want to say to you. I am working towards a better future. I care too much about what others think right now. Okay. If you're dealing with a fire sign, I miss the feel of you next to me. I feel like if this person isn't with you, they want to be with you. I feel like there's always the sense of absence unless you're present. Woo, that was strong. I just want to be happy. I can't give up on my responsibilities right now. This person is trying to find balance, a way to bring you into their life in a balanced way, to make a space for you that is dependable, that is reliable. If you're dealing with an earth sign, you're getting you are irreplaceable. It's really hard for me to open up. I keep comparing others to you. I feel like that person's being stubborn and fighting it, but you're irreplaceable. I feel like this is someone who is escaping so that they don't have to challenge themselves to show up for something that would be hard for them. If you're dealing with an air sign, even though I don't show it, I am sorry for how things went between us. I've thought about reaching out to you, but then I stopped myself. I was reminded of your scent recently. Fate keeps bringing this person back to thoughts of this relationship, to memories of this relationship, to feeling the heaviness of the guilt and remorse for what happened here. I think it's an attempt to bring it to justice, to rebalance the scales for this person to show up and do what maybe was available to them to begin with. Guys, this is what I have for you. I'm now standing up because I can't sit down anymore. So I'm going to end this here. I really thank you so much for joining me. Thank you so much for your healing thoughts for my back. I deeply appreciate it. And gosh, guys, I'm sending you off with all my very best. Always, always, always. I'm very excited for you. There's something really beautiful right at your fingertips here. It's so close, you just don't even realize it. All right, Pisces, this is what I have for you. I'm sending you off with my very best. Always, always, always. Bye-bye.